Yeah, it's recording.
All right.
Okay. So that is online assessment. Have you used Turnitin?
Yes.
Raise up your hand, I want to know. Who yes, who no? Okay, so we've got 3 experts here, 4 no experience. You can help me. So 3 of you, please bear with me. If I'm going to help them, so be patient. How about anyone use grade mark? Turnitin part 2? None. Okay, I'll slow down for this. I may not be able to finish all, but I try. Because grade mark, usually I break into 2 training. Turnitin 1, grade mark 1. But I try 2 in 1 today. Okay, overview. So, I show this in the meta. If one changes the method of teaching, so if you use Web 2, everything, clickers, but keep the assessment unchanged, change the assessment, one is likely to fail. So this morning, if you use a lot of technologies, still just halfway to success, we need to understand and improve the assessment and feedback. Assessment without E, so usually we mark offline. We give marks, pen, papers. Anyone still accepting papers?
Yes.
Assignment?
We all accept papers.
All accept, not online submission.
No.
Okay, except for you, right? You said you use the okay, pedal. Use pedal. Test is still paper. Anything give to marks paper. So how will the students submit to you?
Box.
We have pigeon.
Dropbox.
Yes, Dropbox.
Oh, that's okay.
Physical Dropbox.
All right. Okay, it's good. It's time to move on. I'll show you why. Really, because I was in 2000s. First year we used Dropbox, like Pigeonhole. Later we moved everything to online submissions. It's easier for student and for you. You don't have to keep all the books. When you keep all your student assignments? After a year?
Yeah, in our room.
Still in your room?
Yes.
Have to keep for 5 years?
Yes.
You must have a big room.
Yes.
I must visit one time.
You're welcome.
Do you receive rich feedback? Sorry, grammar. Do you receive rich feedback? Feedback means when you were a student, your lecturers give you feedback. Rich feedback, not just a tick or a marks. No. Have ever your lecturer come to say you, your work is excellent. This is an incredible work that first time I haven't seen. No. Or soon tell you this is crap. They won't say that. This part you need improvement. And how? Have they? Verbally probably.
Yes.
Tutorial probably.
Yeah.
But not written in your assignment. So that's the thing that we need to change. In the UK, actually it's quite a while ago, 8 years ago, they started this. Malaysia still not. We are starting now. We try to transfer the initiative to Malaysia. We call it assessment and feedback. That's why nowadays you go to conference, you heard a lot. Assessment and feedback, assessment and feedback. It's all about feedback. These are the Higher Education Academy, HEA. All the assessment related activities. So all our academics is university level. We use all these plagiarisms, recordings, essay type, MCQ, popular, etc., formative, summative. These are the usual things, our business, usual business. So we are using technology today to help all these assessment related activities. Now this is a negative question. Anyone like marking?
No.
None of us like marking. Me either. However, after using grade mark, I start to like marking. Grade mark. I'll prove to you why. This used to be my room. No. If you're marking, 2 weeks later, start marking. So your room will be like this. Fill out with all the assignments. But lucky you only got 30 students maximum. Imagine some of the local universities, other private universities, 100, 200, 300 in a class. How do you manage the marking? Marking like hell, people say. So we must use something to help us. So today I'm going to introduce this software. So don't worry, you didn't miss much. We just started. Something called Turnitin. It's English. Turn it in. Turn it in. So this is a US-based company. Started with someone from Berkeley, University of Berkeley. I think one is MIT, so very good, top university in the world. So 2 computer science students, they created this software just for play, just for fun, play only. Just like Facebook, they created within their universities, but later expanded and became a company. And they set up in Europe, in UK, and now actually all over the world. Almost every university in the UK and almost every public university in Malaysia, most of the private are using Turnitin now. How about you? How many licenses you bought? Is it for everyone? Or there's a limit? I think so. Okay. Hopefully after today's training you will use it. Don't underuse, because your university pay a lot for this. It's very expensive. It's not like Secretary is free. It's very expensive. And they are very rich. Really. They pay me to go to conference overseas. They give me fund. They're very rich. And they give money to all the winners. Later I'll show you. The Turnitin winner across the globe. Because they are rich. Imagine, if you come up with a software and everyone use it, you will be rich. Like WhatsApp, Facebook. Rich like hell, so the same goes to them. In educational software, they are the best, the largest. In terms of educational software. Okay, what are they? So Turnitin got 3 systems. They started out with Turnitin, they call it original check. This is one system, number 1. Meaning, students submit the assignment to Turnitin, they check, then give you a report, plagiarism report, or they call it original report. Second, if you want, you can ask the student to mark. If you were the students, you can mark him, you can mark him, peer marking. Give grade. Okay? I'm not going to cover this today, no time. It's not a complicated system, but it's very useful. You give more feedback and it will reduce your work because students peer mark each other. And we use a lot for this, for conference, journal, peer review. Peer marking. Okay? After the peer mark, you as a lecturer, you can grade mark. You can either monitor the peer mark or you don't use peer mark at all. You straight away after the student submit to you, you can give feedback using grade mark. So today I'm focusing on 2 systems, Turnitin and grade mark. Okay? All by Turnitin. First, the lecturer have to create an assignment folder on Turnitin. Second, students submit the assignment. So it's very simple procedure. I could repeat again. First, you have to create an assignment. Just like you design an assignment. You create it on the system. Later I'll go walk you through. Second, you let the student to submit the assignment. Third, the system, okay, forget about this. This is in Monash or other universities, Moodle. Yours is just Turnitin itself. So Turnitin will return the original report to students' view and lecturers' view. So you and the students can see the same report at the same time. I'll show you how the report looks like. Have you seen any Turnitin report before, except for you? The rest? Yes. Then why don't you use it? Student, if you permit them to resubmit, they can resubmit again and again. They can enhance the report, submit again until the due date. Last, you can either, if you hate online marking, you say, oh God, my eyes is very painful. You can download, mark, you can print it up and mark as usual. Or I recommend you to mark online using grade mark. So that's the whole system. 5 steps. Clear? Okay, who is Turnitin? You can see the numbers. Everyone is using it, basically. These numbers are a few years ago. Now I believe more. Okay? In Malaysia, whatever university you can name, public university, UF, UPA, UTA, UKM, everyone use it. This is how it looks like. Okay? This is a Turnitin report. Later we'll go to access a live one. Now, here, you see 3 buttons? 3 system. So they call it 3-in-1. Not our Nescafe, It's 3-in-1. So they got Turnitin, original track, grade mark, peer mark, 3-in-1 system in one view. Beautiful system. And they design, Americans really smart. They design in a user-friendly, very user-friendly way. So this is the students' assignment that they submitted. If you're engineering or mathematics, can. PDF, you can upload. Image, they can see. These are the potential plagiarized source. The highlighted one are the potential match for the suspected plagiarized paragraph or sentences. So if you click here, one, it will show you the original website or the original student's work, side by side for you to compare. Very terror. Smart. They search through many web pages, websites, previously submitted works, all the archive papers to give you that report. And it supports 30 languages, including Malay. I remember there was one student when I was in Cardiff from Taiwan. She submitted a piece of work and came up 50% match. So I said, then why you committed to plagiarism? And she said, I didn't do translation. She copy-paste from a Chinese database journal. And she translated it into English. She never thought that Turnitin is capable enough to check and to trace it. All right. Now these are the benefits as a glance. Okay, this is my summary. First, automated submission process. Student no longer come to your pigeonhole drop to you. No need. I remember one lecture, my colleague panicked. The student said he submitted to me, but I didn't receive. Happened to you? How? How the student submit again? The student said I deleted the file. Okay, no more. Because you got receive. The student have a receipt, digital receipt. Okay? Remove all the administrative hassles. Avoid plagiarism. This is students' view. Huh? I did a lot of research, published papers. These are the summary. Student think is flexible, reduce cost because ink is so expensive. Students, so they just online. Wish everyone use it. Formative. They love this the most. Feedback. Okay, now let's try to create one. Everyone on Turnitin now? Go to Turnitin, log in. It looks like this. When you first go to Turnitin, when you log in, yours should be empty here. Right? Look at yours. Some of you already have some. Oh, you used it before. Okay. For those who haven't used it before, can you log in? Okay, there, instructor account. Dian, do they have login password or you just use this? They have to create themselves.
That means I put in
Okay, you go back. I think it's create account. Create account. Okay, put in your email address, your university email address. Okay, class, I'm not sure because this is university arrangement. I didn't know you don't have account yet. Use your university. Yeah, you can go in. You create a new account just now?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Already.
I'm not working for Turnitin. They are not my employer, so I don't have their trainers' access. I'm using my own. Boleh? While waiting for them, for those who already have accounts, you will see there are two types of classes you have. One is expired, one is active. Expired means it's expired, of course. The students will no longer access it, but you still can access. All right? If you want to remove it completely, you can, but I advise you not to do it. Yeah, nanti, we wait for them. Okay? Tak ada wifi.
So I need
Fill in. Fill up.
that one.
Yes. Yes. Yep. And then you fill in this password and instructor account. This is only, I think it's paid by your university, so they give you this. Monash have different thing. I can't give you Monash. Thank you, Dian, to prepare this.
It's actually in our email long time ago.
So
Maybe they're not here yet.
Probably can you forward to them after this training to remind them?
Create user profile.
Wi-Fi tanda. If you really not stable for the Wi-Fi, 2 you can share 1 laptop. Can? Yeah,
That's when I put my email.
your own email, yes. Enter your own email, enter your password, create. Try again. No. If no Wi-Fi, use your own data plan. You have a freedom to refuse to use. Very slow. This morning I sense. Okay. Mereka tengah buat simple saja, tapi Wi-Fi is slow. For those who are already in, you add a class. See the top right corner? Add class. Add a class. And then you type Turnitin training. Add class here. Fill up the necessary details as you like. But the name?
Anything that
Yes, anything. The enrollment password, you can put password as password. Anything. For the Wi-Fi, putus-putus, huh?
This one for...
Class name, you put anything.
Oh, I can cancel it after this?
Yeah, of course you can delete, you can cancel it. Whatever we do today, you can delete, you can cancel later, so don't worry, just play. Yes. My class is Academic Training Workshop Basics. You can add any class. Usually I put standard class, put any class name, say you can put Turnitin training so you remember later. When you refer back, if you forget anything in the future, you can refer better. So better put a meaningful name like Turnitin training. Enrollment password, you can put any password. Now you can put password as password. Subject area, choose your subject area. Student age, we choose 18 plus because your students are adult. You can class, create, and then you click submit. After you click submit, a class will be created like this. Like my class is Academic Training Workshop Basics. And it should be active. Everyone done? Okay.
Actually, I never know about this. Is it important or when you create class,
Yes.
it will come up? Do
Okay.
we need to record this or?
Okay. When you create a class, you can't prompt you the information of the class ID and password. This is important if you are using an independent
like ours.
Turnitin, like your case. All right? Because there are 2 ways for students to enroll to your class. One way is you can ask your admin staff or library to arrange, give you all the students list in Excel sheet, you import, you enroll for them. Then you don't need this one. If you want to manually enroll yourself or you ask student to enroll, you need this. So you have to give student this class ID and password, especially the password. So that when the student can do their self-enrollment. When they enroll to your class, they need the password to be with you. Usually, I do not encourage to let students enroll because students may make mistake or they do not know how to do it unless you give them some training. You provide some user guide. My first choice is integrate this with your system so that you don't have to do anything. Second choice, is ask your library or admin staff to provide you the student name list. Later I will teach you how, in one format, then you just upload once. Easier. Because kalau you enroll student one forgot, they don't know.
Our personnel have to do it first.
Another option. Okay? Students being students, usually I don't let them enroll. Especially because this is marks. Mereka tak tahulah, buat salah lah.
They create so many excuses.
Yeah.
Yes.
And give you many hassles. You have to reply email, help them. No. Okay? And you can always get this back. If you go to edit button, you can get all the information back. Even you forget to record. So you go to this edit button, you click inside, you can see your class ID, your class password. Here, edit. You can copy the class, you can delete the class in the future. After one semester, you can go to the statistic and see the class, whole class statistics. They will give you impressive statistic. Even though what types of grade or feedback you give to the students, they will give you. It's very impressive. Okay? Now you click into the class. You go in. It looks like this. Inside one class, you can have more than one assignment. Okay? So you click Add Assignment. This button, Add Assignment. You add one assignment. Turnitin assignment 1. Yes. You choose number 1, paper assignment. Next step. Paper assignment. Next step. Put Turnitin assignment 1. Turnitin assignment 1. Point value. Point value is the total marks you want to mark. Usually it's 100 lah. 100. The start date of assignment, when the student can start submitting to you, and the due date. Post date, important. These are the dates that the student can see your marks, your feedback. You post back to the students. So usually we give it later. When I start marking, I put this next year. When I finish marking, then I put it back. You can change, of course. At the beginning, I am very obedient because in my previous university, we are given 14 days, 2 weeks to mark and to give feedback. So I always give 2 weeks. Then until nearly the 2 weeks, I'm very nervous. Quickly mark, otherwise students will see. But later I know, I learned. I put this to next year. Then I'll put it back. Okay, this is the basic setting. A basic setting. I don't want to scare you, but just to introduce you. There's an optional setting. In advanced course, I will show them. But now I show you. So you can enter special instruction, meaning more description. Usually in all the universities, there's a policy. The University Education Committee will decide one paragraph. It's very similar among universities, but usually it's one paragraph, small paragraph. Something like, by submitting this assignment, you as a student agree that you do not infringe the plagiarism, blah, 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 blah. Like getting their consensus. Why? Because plagiarism, Turnitin has one court case in Europe country. I think nearly 7 years ago, where students sued Turnitin. Why you host my assignment into a centralized server outside the country and you match it with other people? My copyright, my name is there, So after that, Turnitin advised all the universities to put in one paragraph so that students, by submitting this assignment, they agree to be that. Option 2, all universities in the student handbook should have one paragraph like this. For students, if you were a student in this University of Pertahanan Nasional Malaysia, whichever assignment you submit, the copyrighted to the university and to the lectures. So no copyright infringement. So you can put this here. Now, allow submission after the due date, usually I put yes. Not saying that I want to close this because I allow students to have late submissions up to 5 days. Each day, 5 marks deduction.
Can you
That's
set
Malaysian.
that? Can you set in your...
No, you cannot set the marks deduction automatically because every university have different policy. But you can say in here, special instruction, you have to do minor deduction.
But we will...
Manual deduction.
We can track if they have
Yes. If they submitted late, red color. And there's a submission date, the timestamp in the submission, so don't worry. Usually I said yes. If you put no, meaning that after the due date, the Turnitin submission closed. Student cannot submit anything. For very strict submission, yes. PhD thesis, yes. But for usual assignments, I believe same goes to you. You allow late submission, right? Then you put yes. General report, yes. Do you know why this question will be here? Because some lecturers, they do not want students to see the report. They want to be the police. So I can see the report and I can scare the students. This paragraph from this website, that paragraph from this. Okay, so you can set no if you do not want your student to see. But I do not encourage that. My way of using Turnitin is for carrot, meaning you let your student to see. They can improve from there. Save your time. You don't have time to see all 30 students' report, right? You let them view themselves, they panic themselves, they improve, they resubmit. So I encourage you to choose the generate report after student submission and exclude. Okay, this all exclude, meaning because Turnitin used by so many universities across the globe. 5 students may have very similar references. So they will give you a lot of 1%, 1% also match for other universities if you are using the same textbook from McGraw-Hill. So my practice is to exclude 1%. It's easier for you. So you can put yes, exclude 1% here. Exclude small measures, yes. Exclude quoted material, yes. Because they already probably quoted, you exclude. Generate report for students. You have 3 options. The students submit the first time, final. No more second chance if you are straight enough. If you want to let students to learn, I encourage you to use the second option. This is a recommended option by Turnitin. Immediately you can override reports until due date. Meaning, if students are very hardworking, they submitted like 2 weeks before the due date. They saw the report, so many copy-paste things. I forgot to reference. They can improve, insert, submit again. Okay? Resubmit until the due date. So they got second chance. So the copy that you receive is a quality one. It's the best one. So I recommend the second option. The rest you can make it default. Now this paper repository is all the databases. Usually I check all because you want to check everyone, everything, everyone, everywhere. This is the new thing. You see beta version. It's a very new, pretty system called ETS. You are so lucky. When I first used Turnitin,
Ours are limited.
yeah, okay, sorry. Probably then just for old user or prominent user. I'll show you how beautiful it is. Or probably you haven't bought it, I'm not sure. Okay, it's a new features. It's automated marking. Grammar, English, I will show you later. After the student submit, it will mark for you and give feedback. I'll show you later. Very pretty. So now, all the while I check, I want this. But it's still in beta. Beta means testing. You can check your library, Dian, to ask for this. Okay, any question? Okay, now, personal experience, after so many years of using Turnitin, I do not encourage you to use the word count. Better use percentage. Why? Because different assignment will have different size. This piece of assignment probably 300 words, the other piece 2,000, master thesis 20,000. So you cannot calculate it using words count. So percent is better. Exclude matches. So 1% means probably that's one sentence or two sentences, of 1% of the whole assignment. Words counts. Yes. Words count is like, if I put 10 words counts, meaning any matches within the 10 words counts, one sentence will be excluded. It's too many. If you put too few. So it's very hard. Unless you have a specific assignment, for example, it's 300 words only. Then you say, okay, I don't want my students to copy more than 5 words, then you put 5. Subject to the nature of the assignments. You know yourself, which one is better. For my discipline, I use percentage, always 1 or 2%.
So if 5 words that are together.
Yeah. If 5 words of the student's assignment work are found matched to other sources, then exclude. Okay? When I show you the Turnitin report, you understand. This is the setting. Then you can proceed, submit at your side. We are now at the stage of creating an assignment. Now class, these options are external, optional. Once you set it once, you can forget about it in the future at all. So in the future, when you create a new assignment, you just need to fill up these 5 fields, that's all. The rest remains default. Just for the first time. The first time, a bit troublesome. In the future, just easy. Okay, then click submit. After you submit, you will see an assignment created in your class. Do you see it? Okay, now, you should see an assignment like this. Okay, now you can click view to see it. When you click view to see it, you will see something like this. Yours should be an empty, no student submission, it's an empty one. Everyone in this view? Everyone lost? Anyone lost? Click submit. After you set everything, submit. Okay. You exclude all the referenced, properly referenced materials.
So which one will be better, include or exclude?
Exclude.
Exclude.
Yeah.
Similar to this one.
Yes.
So
So
that they don't.
the report don't show you too many rubbish.
Because when I did my degree and my master, I have done it before. So sometimes it would the is
As clearly as, yeah, exactly. So you need to exclude.
so exclude those things. So and then for this one, if I already because you said default, right?
Yeah.
If can I change it?
Of course. And change you can change. But for many lecturers, they're lazy, don't change. Just said once enough. Use it repeatedly. Now she asked a good question. Should we exclude or should we not exclude? My advice is we should exclude. Exclude the external, the resources, the bibliography, the percentage. If you don't exclude, your report will look like a rubbish, not like a mess. You will include full of rubbish matching. Too many. 1%. So you have excluded, then you can see a clean report. Okay? Now, let's do an experiment as a student. Okay, we nakal sikit sekarang. So we copy paste. You open up Microsoft Word. You open up Microsoft Word and you go to Google. You type your university name, University Pertahanan Nasional, Malaysia. Then you open the link of the top 5 Google results. You copy anything from that 5 pages, 5 websites, copy paste, into the Microsoft Word. So now we become a student, a naughty student. Because I want you to submit a file full with plagiarism to the class, the new assignment that you just created, to see the results. I repeat, you open up a Microsoft Word and you Google University Pertahanan Nasional Malaysia. You copy paste the website into this this Microsoft Word. Just copy paste. Like student. You want to create a plagiarized work. I think 2 pages enough. 2 to 3 pages enough. Copy paste, very fast. Then you save. Save using your name. Or you can put a fake name. Don't put your name. Don't put your name. Later you'll be found on the server. Save in a fake name. Any name you like. After you created your assignment, the plagiarized assignment, go back to the assignment, Turnitin assignment you just created. See the button called Submit File. You submit that file. I repeat, open up a Microsoft Word, empty one, and go to Google. Google anything. Google the name of your universities. Open up the top 3, top 5 search results. Copy paste things into the Google Doc. Oh, cantik ni. Okay. You try become a smarter student. Insert some of the original words yourself in between the pasted. Okay, you insert some of the original words. Try. Introduce yourself. Type anything. English, Malay, boleh. Try English first. When you're done, you click on the submit file. Okay, let's wait. I know you probably not get used to it. You are all good students, never copy paste. Cheer. Don't submit first, huh? Wait for them. Yeah, upload. You can upload first. There's a button called submit button. Click on the submit button. Yeah. Tunggu. Dia lambat.
Ada call in yang tadi tu.
After submit, you can come to this page. Wah, lambatnya.
Itulah.
Wi-Fi.
Nak kena Wi-Fi dah.
Okay. Now, after you click the submit file button, you come to this single file upload. Okay, please wait for a while. Everyone at the same stage? Sudah habis copy file, copy paste? 2 pages, 2 muka surat enough. Okay, wait for the rest. Good. Okay. Copy paste. Done? Almost, huh? view. Yep.
Okay.
Submit button. Yeah. Okay. In this submit button, now please be reminded we are now logged in as lecturer. Okay. So now we are doing one thing is we submit on behalf of a student. Right? If a student log in, they will have different view. They'll just submit directly. But us, we are lecturer. So this case will be applicable for those students who have no internet access, no computer at home, or due date is past, they want you to help them to submit. So you can help students to submit. So now we pretend to help students to submit. So first, you can see here, top corner, click. You have 3 options. If you got 10 students forgot to submit, you can submit multiple files at once. You can cut and paste. If you small paragraph on the test, or you can zip file upload. If you got 100 students and you don't want them to access internet, or they don't have access to internet to turn it in, you can help them to submit. They can email to you, they can upload to Padlet. You download, you zip, and go. Tapi sangat troublesome. The best way is ask students to submit directly. The best thing to cut down your administrative hassle. So now we try the single file upload, because now you created one single file, the first one. You choose an author because now you are just created a new class. You don't have any student yet. So you just click non-enrolled student. If you already got student enrolled to your class, the student list will appear here. You can choose Ali, Ahmad, Tan. Now you have no choice to choose non-enrolled. You can type the student name, student test 1, student 1, type any student first name, student name. Submission title. Now this is the tricky part. Because when you go back to the class inbox, you will see student ID. And that student ID is Turnitin ID, it's not the real student ID. So sometimes lecturers get confused that they don't want to use Turnitin. They couldn't find which student is whose. So my advice to lecturers is you should ask your student to key in their student ID. Here, submission title. The student ID with your whatever assignment you want to give. Must. Student ID here plus assignment 1 or assignment mathematics, whatever you want to write. But the student ID. Yes. They must put in student ID as part of the file name so that later you can identify. In Turnitin inbox, you can identify students by name. They show you the student name but don't have ID. Don't have your own respective students' ID of respective universities. They got a student ID generated by Turnitin. They got the name, but they don't have the registered student ID for universities. So please put this. Okay? So now, pretending you put in any student ID, dash assignment 1 or assignment test assignment, whatever you want to put, as the title. Okay. Do you see this link? What can I submit? You can try to click. It will tell you what types, what the size for the types of submissions you can have. 40 megabytes should be enough for most. Okay? At least 20 words text. If just 10 words turn in, we're not accepting. Maximum 400 pages. How long is a PhD? Few hundred, I think. 400 pages should be enough for at least one PhD. Okay? File types, most frequently asked questions. Student ask what kind of types file I can accept. You can see a lot. Even PDF. So engineering, drawing, design can. PDF. Tapi I suka Word lah. Microsoft Word. PowerPoint also can. Okay. Now you choose from this computer. Student can use Google Drive, Dropbox, or this computer. You choose the file that you just created. And then submit. You upload first and then submit. Now, to remove your paint, we are doing on behalf of student. In the real life, real battle, you don't have to do all this hassle. You just create the Turnitin, fill up the fine field, remember? The title, the points value, start date, end date, post date, that's all. Then you can start using. Students, do all this. Submit, upload. Okay?
Still, we have if we submit a conference paper, journal.
Yeah, then you need to do. Good. So come back here, you should see something there. Turnitin promise to return the report within 5 minutes to half an hour. It depends. So please submit and keep refreshing until you see the report. When you see the report, you click, you open it and see. If it's grey, still not there. Click, refresh. Assignment. Okay, view. Balik. Wow. Okay, most of you the report has gone back. You haven't submitted yet. Click submit.
Oh,
Submit. Go to inbox. Okay. Wow. Click. You open up. Open up. Okay, all of you fail, 90% and above. You should see this. Red color. Yellow, good. A lot of original works then. 2 sentences. How about you? Red. Okay. I purposely provided 2 reports here. Now, blue color, 0%. Okay, usually 0%. They got in between, yellow, green. And then red is the most serious one. 90% the red color. So see the report, you click that bar. To see the originality report, click the bar. Later I'll check. Okay? Turnitin is not perfect. I can teach you how to trick Turnitin if you want to learn. But don't tell your student. Oh, cannot. I cannot teach. Because you may be a student for a conference or journal. No, I have to uphold my... Okay, you should see something like this when you open up. Everyone open up your originality report. Imagine if you were a student seeing this report, how do you feel? How do you feel? Panic, huh? Lectures, no. How to interpret this report, okay? This is the original text or the student's work. Right hand corner is the matching. How to see it? Move your cursor to number 1. Click. Move your cursor to the highlighted one. Click. It will show you the original text side by side. Those highlighted one are the copy one. Those non-highlighted one are the original words that you wrote yourself. Let me see. Why you got 0%? View. Okay, you got 2 views, Dian. This is the original text view.
Yeah, how do I get your view?
Okay, here.
Oh, okay.
Okay, class. Turnitin changed their interface, I think 4 or 5 years ago. Before this one, the old system looks like this, text-only report. Some lecturers still prefer this because they have been using this for 10 years. So this is the text. I have to wait. The previous old look is the same system but just different appearance. Wi-Fi very slow. You go back to the old view. Yeah. The old view is side by side. I recommend you to use I recommend you, because 2012 is old view. I recommend you to use the new one. This is the old one. Old one is looking side by side. It's easier in a way, simpler. But no, they will remove all the graphs, just text only. So green color, red color, and this one is original words. Okay, side by side also. So you can go back to the document viewer. Try to look at all the matches. You'll be amazed how accurate it is.
Okay, give it a share.
Oh, have you opened up? Okay, when you copy, do you copy in a Word or PDF?
Word.
See your original? Yeah.
Just go to save and yeah, that one.
That is a mistake then. So the in got mistake.
If they did that,
No, it should pick up. It should pick up. Can you upload again? When you copy, it's from one website or a few websites?
This one. This
Okay.
the wiki page.
Can you try a few more websites and then submit again?
Okay.
I do not know why. They miss it.
maybe yours is encrypted.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
I do not know why. Sometimes this happen, but it shouldn't.
But 0% you shouldn't trust her.
Yes. Do you exclude? Do you exclude? Let's count. Okay. Because you exclude. Let's try. Because it's a small. Let me
Okay.
try. I do not know.
So we should exclude.
We should exclude. But not that much. Still the same thing.
Then you have to resubmit, right?
Yeah. You try resubmit. You insert more things. You resubmit. I don't know what happened. Magic. In this view, there's a few things you can play around. First, you can click on this, check the original source as a lecturer, or you can go into the full source view. You can check side by side. This is the original website, so you can see. You can close. Here, at the right corner, right hand corner here, you can click inside. They will show you the breakdown of that particular website. From where? Which website? You can navigate here. You click different thing, then you will see different thing here. If you see something is correct, you can exclude the source. The student is putting the proper references, you can exclude the source. You can try to play around now. The report and ask if you get any questions. Here, you can enlarge it if you are getting older, to see a larger font. You can print out the report as PDF form or as a hard copies if you want to submit for quality assurance, for SETARA, for all this accreditation process. You can print out report. Yes, you exclude means, for example, that is a common sentence. Like the Queen of Elizabeth is the Queen of the UK. It's very simple. No matter how you change, it's still there. So you just exclude it. Try to play around that report. Ask if you're going to get questions. Okay, here, document viewer. Try not to change to the old view unless you really like it. Use the latest one. Smarter, faster.
Macam mana kalau I nak reduce dia punya percentage?
Okay, kalau ini, say you go here. This one. You see? Okay, you see all this alright, tak apa. Then you click exclude source. It will exclude that, then it will lower.
Oh, tapi sebabkan dia 90% kat sini. So the Wikipedia 98%.
Then you click this lah. Click this.
Click this.
Exclude.
Exclude.
Still ada 98. Because ada lain. You have to exclude one by one if you want.
Okay, macam mana pula kalau I punya, I yang personally, that I nak check some I punya report, I
Yes,
punya ni,
you can do it the same thing.
same thing kan? Macam mana kita nak reduce kan kita punya?
Oh, okay.
Kalau kita nak kita nak sampai ke conference,
Okay.
kita kena meet dia punya percentage.
Understand. Can I tell the class this is important? Thank you. Alright class, there's an important information, especially for academic staff. A staff asks, if I want to submit to a conference or a journal which required, like say, 20% and below turning in reports score, how do I improve if I got 90%? So by looking at the report, for example, this paragraph, say this one, all highlighted at red, I can put open and close inverted comma, give references, page number. If by looking at this, the plagiarism is too high, I can paraphrase it more and put reference. So I have to look at whole papers, 5 pages, improve, enhance, resubmit again. You resubmit again, it will reduce, definitely. Same goes to students. So you have to ask the students to do it themselves. Alright? However, it depends on the conference organizer. Some conference organizer just give you the first submission is final. Then you don't have the chance. Unless they allow multiple submissions. Okay? Any other question? Before I proceed.
All of this should be clear, right?
He just now clicked verticals only.
Oh, that's explaining why you didn't follow the instruction just now. You have to, yes, you were dreaming. Because you should put standard paper repository. Why you get 0? Because you don't search at all. You don't search other things at all. If you include everything, they will search everything, then you get your results.
But you skip this rubric part.
Oh, because that is grade mark part 2.
Oh, later.
Later. I don't confuse them. Now we focus on system 1. Turn in.
So just submit.
Just submit. No wonder. Thank you. Thank you, Dian.
I can't believe it.
Do you know why people want to skip this? Why the option are there? Because
Certain
confidential assignments, corporate assignments, MBA. They don't want to search, you already put yourself up to that repository. So you can exclude all this. Just search among the students. Then okay.
One thing happened when I was doing my undergraduate in UK. Before a friend of mine submitted to his university, he asked another friend in London to check for him.
So it will
And then
100%
the result was okay lah, 5%, 10%. So this is very good. So he submitted to Manchester University and then got 100%.
Gone.
Because they're the same representative.
Yeah, I'm explaining it next.
I experienced one. I review a paper from for a conference. So I usually put in Turnitin so that it will help me, check whether it's original or not.
Yeah.
And then suddenly, long time after that, but luckily I remembered the paper. Someone emailed me, I have a student submitted to me this paper, this journal. He's going to, maybe he's the editor or something. And he also checked, so double check. He said 100%. I said, I was the reviewer and I checked. So I explained to him. So he said, luckily you advised me. He said,
Yes.
or else the student will get punished.
Yes.
So I have the report. I send him the report so he can go.
Usually we need to be very careful to deem plagiarism.
So we cannot just take the numbers.
Cannot.
No, we have to analyze the match.
Exactly. And you have to cross-check.
Yeah,
Cross-check the source, especially 100%. You have to email them and ask why.
Sometimes the student, maybe they want to be safe, they send first.
Yes.
Using someone else's account, and then when you check, it will be 100%.
That shouldn't be.
Yeah.
We shouldn't do that. We should encourage students not to do that. All right? Okay, now class. These are one of the greatest debates in the Turnitin users group. Because this color scheme gives people an impression that the red is the worst case. The green or the blue is best, right? But I have to tell you, no. We shouldn't be influenced by this. Some cases even is 100% red color, still original, still genuine. Some cases, like his case just now, is blue, but it's all copied. There are many reasons to justify. That's why Turnitin doesn't call this plagiarism report. Turnitin call what? Originality report. The numbers you see there is only an index. It is not a marks index. Index is what? Matching index. It is not a mark. We should never punish or penalize a student or a piece of work by just looking at the number. No, it is just a tool to help us to find the matches, the original source. We have to be in-depth examinations of both submitted paper and the suspected sources before you make a judgment. I'll give you a case study, real case study. One of my ex-colleagues in University of South Wales, Cardiff, she ran to see me, very panicked. She said, Esyin, help me. I know you are the Turnitin administrator and expert in the university. Help me. I said, why? What can I help? She told me, Alamak, I helped my daughter. My daughter studied in University of Edinburgh, Scotland. Her submissions, her work, I helped her to submit using my account in Cardiff. So when she submitted to Edinburgh, same case lah, 100% match. But it's her own work. Macam mana? Her lecturer said 100% match with a lecturer's work in Cardiff. Macam mana? I would say this is the misconception of the University of Edinburgh's lectures and also the misuse of my colleague. So first, we shouldn't help others people to submit anything using your own account, your own assignment. Okay? Like this assignment is created for this training. You use for this training. You don't submit your conference paper to this training assignment today. Otherwise, when next time people ask me, because I'm the lecturer of this assignment, if your work match 100% with a journal paper, let's say, they can email me and ask, I want to see the source. Then I can provide them, oh, this is just a training, blah, blah, blah. Okay? So first we shouldn't use, because all the assignments, they have assignment ID tied to class ID tied to university ID. We can check everything. So what I did last time was I advised my colleague, never do that again. And I have to write an email. She has to write an email to Edinburgh, explain to that lecturer because of this, blah, blah, blah. And then ask Turnitin to remove that paper. Or the lecturers can just exclude them. Just exclude them, that's all. Okay? So if this happened to you, your students, 100% match with another student's paper, make sure you check the source before you deem. Probably she just made the same silly mistake. Alright? Okay, before I move on to grade mark, any question for Turnitin? We can have a break now. Any question for Turnitin report? Clear? Know how to use, submit, and check. Okay, let's have a quick break, then we come back for grade mark. I think I'm run out of time.
So, how many minutes?
4 o'clock I have to finish, right? Or 4:30?
Actually, we're not that straight.
Okay.
It's up to you.
When is the jam start? Just now he told me 4:30 again. Okay. So we have a quick break now. Boleh apa? Hang. Oh, you tak boleh buat?
Dah boleh buat tadi lah, cuma saya nak, I want to masuk satu lagi.
Okay, you should ada tengok itu report tak?
Dah jalan.
Oh dah, okay. Do you want to use this for your students? Yeah.
We can submit multiple times, right?
Yes.
Okay.
You can allow students to submit multiple
Alright.
times.
So if they already submit the first time to, let's say,
Override.
so they can submit using
The same thing.
The same
The
thing.
later one will override the previous one. If it's within the same university, same class, same assignment. Kalau different assignment, then tak boleh. Dia akan match 100%.
So there's no need for them to, submit a new one.
No
They
need.
okay.
No need. Within the same university class assignment, that we created, same assignment, no need. they will override.
So just use the same and then they paste once again, submit once again, click blah blah blah, and then that's it.
Yep. Upload again. Just upload and submit. 2 steps.
Okay. And then so the new will be we use the new
The latest one. You won't see the oldest one. Won't.
Okay.
Lecturers only see the latest. But sometimes students, being students, they mess up. They submit to the wrong assignment, wrong, you know.
Yeah.
So you have to make sure that your assignment name is clear. Like the class ID, subject.
I think because last time when I was in my degree and master back then, because I think the lecturer did not change it for multiple times. Okay, so we submit once and then we need to have a few email address. That can happen to us.
Okay.
So that's why I'm asking you whether we need to.
No, the lecturers doesn't know how to use the name.
Maybe he or she put the final one.
First is the final.
That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
Because we cannot change it because if we try to put once again, but it takes it mentioned less than 24 hours. But
Okay.
then
Nothing happened. Okay. The second submissions, you will take 24 hours to come back.
But then it doesn't give any feedback, any numbers.
Then it's some final, I guess. Yes, must be. An important reminder, probably you already knew. For the first submission, like just now, you'll get back the report within a few minutes or a few seconds, depending on the size. If for the second submissions onwards, you will only get back the report 24 hours later. Yes. Yeah. First submission you get immediately. Second submission, third submission onwards, same document, same assignment link. You'll get back 24 hours later. 2 reasons. Because Turnitin is used by everyone in the world. They do not want the students to jeopardize the system by simply submitting anything without any changes. They want the students to make changes and real submission again. So give the server some time to reprocess. Second, the subsequent submissions will override the previous submissions so that they won't get 100% match. If you are using the same university, same class ID, same assignment, the subsequent submission will override the previous submissions. So it takes some time to do the overriding. Okay, you can go back to the assignment and submit again.
To this.
Okay, sorry. The student can resubmit themselves. The same student can go to from their account, they can submit again. But as a lecturer, you have to submit a new file.
So we will get the 100%.
No, you can choose the same student. If you go to submit file, you change the same student, then you can overwrite that file.
But if we have, if we have the database, but like now we have to type in, doesn't matter.
But now because you don't have any student yet, so you won't. You will get the second one as non-enrolled. But if you got the a list students list, then you can choose the same student. Then you will override.
So as long as it's the same student ID, you will override.
If he enrolled himself, then
yes.
he can take as enrolled student.
In the same university, same class, same assignment, then it will override.
Up to that level.
If the same enrolled student submitted the same file to another assignment, then it will 100% match.
I actually asked the librarian just now. He emailed to everyone so that for the students' enrollment, he asked, no, we have to use this. Then give to the student.
Oh, you have to do this.
We have to do this step.
They don't help you.
I think maybe they don't know that they can.
Okay. Because I believe you already have students list.
Yes.
You already have all the students list with the class. They can actually help to create all the classes
Yeah.
if they wanted.
So maybe they don't know. So maybe we can.
You can teach.
After we learn, yes, maybe
Okay.
we go and talk to them.
Okay.
You see that you
Okay,
can
come.
use it.
Yeah. Yes. Okay, I'll show you now. Yeah, thanks for the remind. See, second tab, student. Oops. Yeah, student. Now we show how to enroll a student. You go to student. You see there are three options: add student, upload student list, and email student. The manual way, the silly way is add student. Add student means you add student one by one, single. Okay, I show you. See, now I add the student. To enroll a student, you need their first name, last name, and email, that's all. This is one student. If you got a small class, 6 students, you can manually enroll like this. You got 30 students, no. If you have 30 students, second button, upload student list. You click upload student list, you choose the Excel file and upload, that's all. The Excel file must include in this way. They show you already. If you click inside, this is not that clear. You go inside and see yourself. Upload student. You click inside. Yes, you can see that. You click the more info.
In different column.
You click more info. More info. It will show you.
So no header lah.
So you ask your admin staff or IT staff to export the list from your system in this file. Then you upload at once. Easier.
But then every semester we have to do it, different class. So
That-
we can
that's
do
why.
it now, just one time. It's not-
You can do it
yeah.
yourself. Yes. But you need that file, like Excel file.
Yeah, because we have.
You sokan, you can do anything.
Yeah. You are a good lecturer. My encourage.
Our students are only 30 or more 60 or 100.
The best is integrate with your learning system. Then you don't have to do all this admin work.
Yeah.
But our
Our
LMS
LMS
system
is for currently is static. Yeah, we cannot do anything with it. But
Wait until they
maybe
change.
yeah.
I believe they will change to Moodle. Alright. This is how to upload a student list. You can also email to students at once if you have any question or anything you want to tell them. If you postpone the date now, you can email them. You wouldn't receive an email. The class will be appeared here. The list will be here. After they log in from the user perspective, they're using a user email and name, they will see their class there. They don't have to put in the class ID. That one is self-enrollment. Yeah. After they log in, automatically appear in their assignment. Yep, email and password, that's all. Yes, because you already upload their list. They need the password and ID when they do it their own self-enrollment. Any more questions before I proceed to grade mark? Okay, now grade mark. You go back to your assignment view, everyone. Remember just now, the arrow after students submit to you, you can either download and mark or mark online. So let's try the manual one. If you don't like online marking, you see this button, you can check all. The column beside the author, you check. I repeat, the column beside the author, you check. After you check, you can download all students' files at once. You click download, download their original files. After you download, it will become a zip file. You can try it now, a zip file. If you've got 30 students assignment is there. You can mark using Microsoft Word, or you can print out and mark on papers. Okay, this is option 1. Troublesome, but traditional. Okay. Second option, grade mark. How to do grade mark? You see the grade here with a pen. So this is your online pen. You open the file. On your side, you click the pen. Open the file. It takes some time to load. Open the grade mark. Go back to assignment. Go back to assignment tab. You have to log in. After you log in, go to your class, go to your assignment, you enter it in.
We'll be back soon.
Okay, log in. Inactive for long. Now, my experience, because grammar is very extensive and too many lecturers are using it now, slightly slow to load. Yes, my advice is don't use Wi-Fi in uni, use at home, those wired Ethernet, faster. LAN. Or you can use iPad marking. They call it grade mark for iPad. Grade mark for iPad. UITM, they bought iPad for staff, just for grade mark. iPad. UITM. Not all lah, miss some.
Meeting you back soon.
Go to YouTube. Very slow. Okay, while waiting, let's go through some of the theory part. Not wasting the time. So everyone click the grade mark. It takes some time to load. You can't even log in.
Huh? Turnitin is cannot log in. Cannot
Okay,
log in.
sorry.
Because today's lama holiday. So they thought.
I have to tell you, Turnitin seldom down. Seldom, from my experience. If they're down, they will inform you, like 1 month ahead. Or this time to that time is downtime, not available. I think this is serious. Serious. But anyway, luckily I got screenshot.
Oh, okay.
So this is grade mark.
See,
Cannot see, huh?
switch off the light.
Cannot see. It's back, huh? Okay, log in. Log in and open up the grade mark. Well done, yes. We got one in already. Yes. Training. View. This one, grade mark. Remember, the color is for originality report, system 1, Turnitin part 1. The pen is for grade mark, Turnitin part 2. So, good.
Yeah, already marked.
Now let's go through theory part first while loading. So grade mark have 6 to 7 functions. The first one called quick mark and comment list. Quick mark means Turnitin provide you a set of rich bank of comments at your right hand corner. You just drag and drop. Second, you can see the whole command list. Later we demo, okay? Now it's just theory part. This looks familiar to you. Do you use this? Rubric, but manual, right? Microsoft Word. Okay? Turnitin provide this for you. So the beautiful part I love rubric in Turnitin is it helps me to calculate. I just pop, the marks is there. And then the marks go direct because my system is linked to the system. So this mark go directly to the exam system, everything. I don't have to upload, download everything, calculate, no. Everything go there and they got the score. They got the marks. So for your case, you can still get this without your manual calculation. You can see it's there. You can give conclusion. Now let's try demo. So you open up your grade mark. Everyone's opened up already, right? Loaded. Okay. I enlarge so that you can see. You see the tab at the top left? This is grade mark. So when you mark, you can actually have a field view. So if you click here, original, you go back to the Turnitin report. If you click here, you move to grade mark. So my one got ETS, so check with the library. With this ETS is much better. Because you see, this is the assignment that I just submitted. I don't mark anything just now, I just walk around. Turnitin helped me to mark already. This is the article error. As the appropriate. Should be as experts, not as the experts. This one, you may using wrong preposition. This one, remember use a question mark at the end of a question. So Turnitin system already have me mark for English only. English, not the expert knowledge, huh? No, just English. So they give you the comments. Imagine if you were a student, do you like this? If I were an author want to submit to conference, this helped me a lot. I just change, just like my English teacher. All right, this is number one, automated marking. Your current system, unfortunately, haven't on yet, so make sure check with vendor or librarian. Once it's on, you can use it. All right. Okay. Second. You see here? Do you see the library here? At your right corner? You try to use mouse hook over to simply drag and drop anything, any comment to the assignments.
No function.
You open this. No function? You reload. Take assignment again. I think it's Wi-Fi because everyone can, or you can share with others. See how it goes. Replay. Pretending you are a lecturer, marking this piece of plagiarized work. Okay, this is not right, awkward. I just drag and drop this to this function. You can see the comments are written by professional educationists. So it will look like it's you marking that, give that comment, it looks very professional on you. And you can associate with a criterion. If you have the rubric, like comprehensions, analytic thinking, critical thinking, results, conclusion, you have the rubric, you can associate this with a rubric. That means the student can, by the rubrics itself, they can see your comments grouped into that particular rubrics. Very good. These are the rubric. Say, okay, this is due to do with the methodologies. Okay, so I just click methodologies. Okay, then I move to the next marking. I go down, I can go to another marking, drag and you try now at your own PC laptop and ask if you have any questions. This is called a quick mark. Lecturers love it. Students love it. Those are the feedback that this is too much or this is too professional, you can also customize it to give your own quick mark. You can like create your own quick mark. Tag top use most frequently use them feedback. I'll show you how. Go to your assignment. Anywhere you want to mark, save, display, double click, just like pedal, double click. You come up with this. Okay. Let's say you want to praise the student. This is excellent point. And you're going to use this again and again and again and again. You just save it. Okay. That's all. You save it. You can also associate with anything. Potential. You see the link here? Save as new quick mark. If this is just one time comment, you don't have to save it as new quick mark. If you want to reuse this again and again, you click this button, save as a new quick mark, then it will appear at the top right corner. It's very slow. Yeah. But anyway, after you click this save as new quick mark, this excellent point will appear here. Excellent point. It will appear here. So you can create your own quick mark, or you can remove some of the one that you don't like it. Create your own bank. You can import, export other people's comments. You can share the same comments within the same file. Hopefully, it's quick enough. No problem. So after you save it, let's try again. Save this. Okay, enter. Excellent. Save. Yeah. You see? E, excellent. This is the one I just saved, excellent. Alright? Okay, how to import, export. You see here? The spanner. Top right corner here. This button, click. Okay. I haven't told you the comments are a lot. If you go back here, close, not only comments, you got many other comments. You see? These are the commonly, you click this button here. You click here. You can go to composition. It will change the bank for you. You can go to format. You change the bank of comments about format. If you go to punctuation, you will change the comments to different. So the comments are a lot for you to use. This button, try. Many comments. You can try this button. Change to different. There's a lot of comments for you to use. Yes. Alright. Okay, to answer the other questions, go to spanner. You can choose which one you want to import. You see this? This is for you to export. Let's say, just now I created this excellent comment. I want to export. I you can share the comments. Alright? You can close now. So this is facility 1. Quick mark. Are they useful? You can give lots of comments to the student. Can, of course. Show you. Of course, can. These are comments, alright? Now, second, you go to this general comments. Mark come later. The second button here, down here, second button. If you are using laptop, you try to record. You give a general comment here. As a general comment, you can save it. You can record your voice as a voice feedback. Record your voice. Boleh tak? Is it something? Third, you have a comment list where you can see all your comments in all your assignments. The student can go to page 1 and see page 1 comment, page 2 see page 2 comment. The third one, come back to marks. These are the rubric. Alright? I created a very simple rubric with methodologies, argument, readable. You can just mark. Mark here, click here, click there. You calculate the mark for you. You can see if you move over different marks, Turnitin already give you different comments here. You can edit, modify, create all this different rubric easily. Later I'll show you how to create a rubric. That's actually advanced course, very technical. But what I want to show you today is you can just click here, click there. I have a colleague who taught about 100 students or so, engineering class. So he didn't give me feedback, no time. He just used this as feedback. He created an extensive rubric with all the comments here. Click 4 is what, 3 is what. Then he marked one single paper, less than 20 seconds. Then you calculate the marks. After the marks, this is point-based system. You can change to a marks-based system where it is 20 marks, 30 marks, 40 marks. After you mark, here will be automatically created for you. But my case now is manual marking. I can just give it 70. I can give a mark there. There. 70 marks. You don't have to use all the features in grade mark. Usually I just use quick mark and this rubric. And sometimes if the student's number is small, I use voice comment. Like just like DJ. So DJ.
Or we cannot use a project.
Check. I think you want it to get it so first. Boleh tak? find the rubric. The rubric is slightly complicated. You still have a mind to learn it. There's a user manual on Turnitin website. I'll show you later. You can try that. For the rubric, first time painful. You have to be that ready. Then you can share, you can import as well. For the first time, you have to type it. Grade mark is slightly complicated than Turnitin. Turnitin is easy to use. Grade marks, you need more practice. To play around the rubric, you can go to the spanner. There's a 2 rows, criteria of scale. So you put the criteria here to change the criteria. Important thing is here. Okay? You can have different rubric for different assignment. So this click is for you to detach or attach the rubric to particular assignment. This for you to export. Important information is here. If you want automated marking, click the first one, percentage.
training center. There is not enough for who takes. So, you see, so open up, see exactly what you see. The printed copy is different experience. You put all everything in online interpretation. Paperless representation. Any other question before I move to the last session? And let's half an hour. As I said, class, remember, the detach and attach rubric is important. Once you attach the rubric to the assignment, it cannot be edited because it's there already. It links to the marks. You have to detach it to edit. There are a few more functions. If you look at the top of the report, you see, it gives you some information. The assignment, the due date, the roadmap. You can click and see what's that. The roadmap is some of the security, how to prevent, capture, give you some of the information. What relevant to you is this, paper 1 or 2. After you finish marking, you don't have to close and open another one. Take time. Once you open the gray mark, make it open. My experience, you don't close it, open another one, it takes another ages. You make it open, you see, paper 2. You remove from here. You move from here. It's faster. Faster. Yeah? Top right corner.
Mine is,
Yeah.
paper 1, paper 2.
You move from here.
Faster lah. You finish marking, paper 2, paper 3, paper 4. Navigation.
It's too small to mark.
I try, but it's
Oh, but
I realize some of you are too small to mark. You can enlarge it. My eyes not good, so I always mark in a bigger font. Here, down here, enlarge it. You have to move. You enlarge it. Okay? Another. Okay, the voice command. I love this. Try. You go here, you enter, you start recording. Okay, then you just stop. Cannot, sorry. Student learning, really. Okay, for the first few times, feel not comfortable. And you don't record everything in one shot. Just say one sentence, you post. Say one sentence, you post. You say. Okay, then I have to go in. Sorry, yeah. Sorry? The same thing. They open here, just play. They can play without the recording. It's the same view at all. When a student open it, they can just see the grade mark exactly as what you say, but they cannot edit. They cannot record, they cannot do anything, just view. But they can scroll over and see the comment. Actually, yes.
Do you teach your students first before they record?
There are two ways. Some university, the center provide training, not the lectures. The center will provide user guide, lecturer guide. Later I'll show you where the guide can find the guide, the utility guide. The center, either they call it Center for Excellent Learning and Teaching, or like UM, they call it Academic Development Center for you, the same thing. The center will provide a user guide for lectures for students. Easy one, few pages. And then give training for all the new students. Some universities do it in different way. So that lectures to train, but that is bring more burden to the lectures. So if you want to have an institutional implementation, I will suggest that the center can provide. For now, starting, you are the pioneers. You can provide. You can help them.
Train the trainers.
Yes, train the trainers. Other ones? Oops. You should record yours. Students like to listen to us because text personal. Yes, text is, we call it no feeling. Voice is personal. You listen again and again like mother talk to them. Share some of the experience of students in my previous university. They like the online submission because snow doesn't rain, but it's snowing. So I think same goes with here. You don't have to come to your office to pass the UV. They don't have petrol, very expensive. If it's raining. Students are really excited about the grade mark. When they are excited to wait until the post date when they can see your comments. They can listen to your voice. It helps them to improve the next assignment. Not just submit, get the marks, that's all. And control, yes. That is totally, I think it benefit everyone knows. Great mark, many people don't know. It's
highly encourage staff to use grammar. I'm not sure about you. You decide. Submission is online. All of us use it. All the stuff. Online learning. Some use Windows online. Some use Breakout. Some use Microsoft Word. They submit online. They download using Microsoft Word. Online submission is kind of a culture. It's really benefits if you do online work together. You may have 3-4 staff, more staff to accommodate. New staff, no problem. Have to be very careful. I mean, you enforce something. Otherwise, the strike back is high. Join my research group, where it's a research group that consists of different academics across Malaysia and the EU. So UPN, Monash, UKM are there. And Turnitin and a few companies, our collaborators. You go to that website, you can see. So I'm setting up that also with the help of Turnitin to give us some funding. We plan to apply for more funding, international funding, to keep the research for Turnitin, for plagiarism, for grade mark, user experiences. So let me know if you're interested to join us for research. This is for educational research. And I believe what we go through today, from morning until now, is just here. There are a lot of things for us to self-explore. The world is big. About education technologies. We learn more. So we come to the final sessions. I suppose I need to use 1 hour for this, but no time. I will finish it within 15 hours. 15 minutes. Do you need a break? Okay, finish. Okay. Next week, we explore personal response system. So many. This morning we explore Turnitin grade mark. I believe your brain is almost full now. So I'm going to introduce some of the future technologies for you to think about. Not to use them, think about. To research, to test. And these are coming up. Not these 2 years, but in 3 to 5 years time, in 10 years time, everyone happy. I believe. Just like mobile phone. Last time, mobile phone size is like this. 10 years ago, right? The mobile phone size. The size of the mobile phone. But now everyone has mobile phone. Google Glass, or any quite variable technologies. I have one. It's quite nice. Just like real humanoid robot. Have you seen one? Internet, not physically. Next time I bring my robot. It's like my baby height, this height. I can show you later in a form. It looks like this, humanoid. Okay? You will see. We have tactile sensors, 2 speakers, battery, sonar, cameras. I'll show you a video. There's no speaker in this room, so you have to just listen to me. This is a France company. They claim this is the star for education in the future. In Malaysia, we have about 20 robots. It's high, like this, quite small. It got tactile sensor, like baby. If you tap the head, you can have some responses. Quite small. Cute, huh? They got 2 speakers at the ear, 2 camera. It can dance Gangnam Style. He can sing Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. My girls love to listen to him singing. They claim he became a star in the world of education. So in many countries, universities, schools, from primary, they teach with now robot. They use this for programming. There are many robots nowadays. Now, after my research, it's one of the best for education. In terms of price, in terms of height, in terms of facility. It can speak 19 languages. Chinese as well, Malay as well. So that's one of the research. It's quite simple to use, even though you are not IT background. So the software that controls this now robot is just like this. So it has a library. So you can just drag and drop. For example, the Tai Chi. You can play Kung Fu. You can just drag this here, draw a line, and click play. Then the robot can start to play Tai Chi. So it's quite simple, all graphical design. It's designed for non-IT lectures to use, as well as IT lectures to use. For IT lectures, you can go in, click, and leave some programming like this. But we can use this. It's So my initial reflection is this robot beat the rest of the systems for learning engagement. Really. When the moment when I bring my robot up, everyone stop their work. Look at it. Yes, yes. It is not as accurate as human learning. So it depends how smart we program it. No need so many. You will be surprised. Like our English, no problem. Your English, no problem. Yours also. I can create a wow effect. Same goes to using superlative, great mark, the voice is the same thing. But it will decline after initial excitement moments. If every robot 12 weeks, okay. Same principle to grade mark, Socrates, everything same. First time using method, use more boring. Boring because how we use it. So the more important thing I said, learning is still first. How we use it is more important than the technology itself. Technology is there, it's boring. But how we use it is good. Can make things happen better and fast. As a conclusion, to bridge the gap, we call it the digital gap, or any gap that we discussed this morning, the gap between lectures and students, the gap among lectures, the gap between the students' satisfactions and the professor's characteristic. Remember, we talked about that in the morning. Educational technologies, I strongly believe we can bridge. We use technology that live in. In the past, we used blackboard and white chalks. Later, we use Moodle. Then we use visualizer. Then we use personal response system. Then we use grade mark. 10 years later, when everyone had a robot, we are forced to use. When everyone had a mobile phone, we had to use. That cannot happen. I strongly believe we are still the creation of God. Robot cannot compete to us. No. They are very stupid. Okay? Let's show you some of the robots in the class. So the next wave of e-learning, we're from e-learning 10 years ago to better learning. Now is seamless learning. I hope you understand what seamless learning is after today. We have to keep ourselves up to date. Hope we are a seamless teacher, seamless lecturer. Okay, with this I end my sessions today. And thank you for your patience. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to share my experience with you. My pleasure. Okay. You want to see? We come to match anytime. You want to learn robot teaching? It's more expensive than clickers. Box. Very safe box. Usual cartons. Very safe. If you bought it in the UK,